Hi everyone, welcome. I am here today with Vintage and Thrifted. It's part of the Crafter on the Clock and that group of people. My name is JoJo with JoJo's Rustic Remnants LLC. Hi, see you guys coming on in. Please say hello. If you've never been with me before, I would greatly appreciate it if you said hi and where you are watching from. Hey Pearl. I have been known to do a lot of rustic things, and I love to go hunting for things in barns and all kinds of crazy little places. Hey Michelle, how are you? And I have a stash of things I love. Number one, I love to collect candlesticks, and I also love to collect vintage cameras. So I'm going to make this vintage, thrifted, rusty goodness. I love rusty goodness. Anyway, I fell in love with cameras. I have a collection of cameras. They're all over there on my shelf, and every once in a while I just grab one and design with them. And I love this idea for weddings, but I also love it for memorials as well. When you're at a wedding, sometimes they like to put pictures up of people who have passed before them, their grandparents, people who meant something really important to the bride and groom and the family. And so this is a really nice decorative piece to put on a little banquette with photos of everyone. You have the old antique camera with the pictures. Some of them are in black and white. And you can also tailor this to be, the colors of the day, right? So what I'm going to do is move forward. I'm going to keep mine really simple. I'm going to be using some beautiful flocked lamb's ear with cream little bitty roses. And then I'm also going to be putting in, for a little dramatic flair, a really gorgeous magnolia eucalyptus. It's got little sedum berries, some astilbe, and I believe that this is a large dahlia up here. I got this piece last year from my girl at the Greenery Gal, Michelle, and I absolutely love it. I've been hanging on to it for the perfect thing, and of course today is perfect. Hi Diane and Debbie and Pam, welcome. If you haven't followed me before, I would greatly appreciate it, a like and a follow as I grow my numbers of my page. You can always find me here in the living room, usually with my mom. Sometimes my sisters and my niece jump in and we like to make stuff together, or, just share our feelings about the day. But this is what we're working with. This is an old, I believe this one's a Kodak Duoflex. You could close it if you wanted, if you didn't want this piece up. I kind of like, when they have the bellows and all the pieces, this one has a little break in it. I love all of that stuff. So if you find them and they're broken, but you can still move them around, I think that's great. You can look through the top. They're a little fuzzy and a little bit dirty, but I love all the little nuts and bolts in the nitty gritty. So all I do is I took from the Dollar Tree one little circle, glued it to any old, candlestick. And then we're going to go ahead and play with this, and we're going to find some nifty ways of putting this together so that you could have this for, it's really pretty in just someone's office, but as far as having it as a memorial piece, it's really pretty for a wedding. And let's get the big guns out. Old cameras are so cool. I just love the bellows. I love all that stuff. I think it's really cool. And I did pull one today that I was going to use. It was a little bit too big for this particular piece, but it had the bellows on it. I was so excited, and I was like, oh, my space is a little bit too small. But it is what it is. I could have put probably a bigger plate or a platform on it, and that would be another nice thing. If you had like a piece of china, special china from that person or your grandmother, you could put a plate up here, glue that on, and put a little piece of foam and work around that, and that would be really pretty as well. All kind of vintagey, thrifty little things. So I'm just going to pull these pieces apart. Has a little bit of ivy and a little good stickage. I do love a little bit of stickage in my items, especially when I'm, make sure you don't cut yourself to high heaven on these things. There we go. That's a little bit better. I do love all that little woodsy, adorable little vibes of all the things. And I'm going to be using my pick machine. I just think it makes it easier. And then I am going to, I don't want to hide any of my good bits of the camera. So I'm going to have this one. I'm going to work it like a roller coaster. For me, I like to push it in, push it down, and then pull it up so I get the goodness. Hi, Nina and Pam. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate the follows. Hey, Kim Harris. How's everybody? Welcome, welcome. If you're brand new, again, my name is JoJo with JoJo's Rustic Remnants, LLC. Don't forget the LLC or you'll go to my old page, the one that got hacked. Hey, Carlene. Good to see you live as well. That one didn't close, so we're going to try another pick. There we go. That's much better. And this magnolia is just beautiful. And I'm just going to fluff her out a little bit. And again, I'm going to dip her. We're dipping and sticking. I'm going to put it into my camera, up a little high. And then I'm going to let her fold down lower, and then give her a little bend. And I'm going to push it into my foam right here. Just let her go in that a little bit so that I can pop her up again with that wire. Because I don't want my floral completely facing down, right? Because that's so pretty. That's a little bang from my buck right there. I want to see that. And we're going to put in some really beautiful pieces to fill in around. And hopefully I get this done in a half an hour. We'll see. Hey, Ann. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Brenda. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on, guys. I really, really appreciate it. It is 4:30 Eastern Time here in Massachusetts. We're going to have a little bit of that coming out there. And then we're going to have this beautiful flat leaf eucalyptus again. I just fold my items, give them a little bend and a little bend this way, make that roller coaster so it's going to look like it's supporting that magnolia. And I'm going to go right in there and give it a little bit of support and a little bit of bend. Because things that are in nature are always a little bit bendy, a little bit twisty, right? They're not perfect. I think that's what I like about nature. It's not perfect, right? Like me, like all of us. Let's try to keep this clean today. And this piece, also gorgeous. I'm pretty sure this is a zinnia. Got more flat leaf. We've got a little bit of sedum. Some gorgeous, gorgeous greens. More ivy, stickage. Whoops, grass. We're going to just pull all that goodness apart. And we're going to use it to our advantage. So some of these leaves, because I'm such a delicate flower, I ripped them off the vine. No biggie. I'm just going to put them right back on. Hi, Betsy and Patty. Hey, Cookie, how are you? Hi, hi. Did I miss somebody? I think I did. Hi, Nancy and Brenda and Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you here. Please make sure, if you're not following, that you click that little follow button up in the corner. We are live if you see that red button. If not, and you're watching the replay, you can always type #replay. We are going to go over here with this one as well. Now, if you wanted, you could fill this whole disc in with moss. I'm not a moss lover. I don't like it to fall on people's things. You know, if you put this on the center of your table and people were eating, I'm not into it. But you do you. It's totally fine. Any way you want to work it out is how it's going to work. But I do want this camera to sort of be the star of my show. But I do want to have some beautiful blooms hanging down. And we're going to balance that out over here. And I may go up in the back because she doesn't have as much beauty in the back. You know what I mean? So we're going to do a little bit of tall. And I am a person who likes things a little bit tall, a little something, and a little cascade down the front. That sort of asymmetrical look about it. Okay. And I like things a little bit wonky as well. Like this is too perfectly straight for me. So I'm going to give it a little bend and make it a little bit more quirky. I guess that's what you'd call that. Okay. So I'm going to have a bit of filling to do, but I'm not worried about it because I've got some beautiful, beautiful pieces of very fluffy zinnia. And again, I love this little piece, a little bit of sedum, just a little bit of extra and different texture. Okay, we're going to get rid of those glue strings. As some of you know, I do have another business called Sisters Sweet and Salty, and my sister and I are working on getting ready for the home show, which is 15,000 people. So we've been cooking like crazy people for about a week and a half now. And she's here today. She's up in the kitchen. Hey, Alicia. Hi, Shirley. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm totally pulling apart. Maria, your husband's here. I just saw him pull in the driveway. I apologize. My dog may go crazy. He's asleep at the moment on the couch, and he's getting older and losing his hearing, so we might get away with it. But if you hear the dog go crazy, I apologize. Hey, Brenda and Mary, Debbie, welcome, welcome. They're all saying hi, Maria. Okay, gorgeous, soft, beautiful lamb's ear. We're going to go in and fill in all the little spots. The other thing that you could do, if I had a silk ribbon, you know what, I've got ribbons up the yin-yang over here, but you could put a silky little ribbon around the edge. For me, would probably use, I think, a fancy panty ribbon. I think that would look lovely. You guys know the fancy panty ribbon, right? We're all a little addicted to it. The little edge. So I think I'm going to do that. That way, because we only have a half an hour, I can focus on the top of that. And hi, Gail. And I don't have to worry about, I lost my scissors. Someone stole my scissors. Hey, Maria, do you have my scissors over there?
Fine.
The blue handle. Thanks, Jeffrey. So we're going to do that. We're going to glue that right on there. I'm going to just dip this a little piece in there. And we're going to go around the edge, and I'm going to go a little bit over that wood. Give a little tack. Go completely around with a little another tack. Oh, here she comes. They're all saying hi to you. Hi, everybody. Jeff, they can't see you.
Oh, Jeff was going to bring her the scissors, and I said, go get online. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that.
I heard something. And Luciano did not jump out of his skin. He heard Jeff's voice, and he did just get off the couch. Luciano's my sweet little boxer. Well, he's not little, but, you know, he's a boxer. He's my little baby. He's my Velcro boy. You can cut that straight up. And again, give just a teeny little bit of glue. Run that edge around. And line her up. And seal at the end. And I'm going to fold that over so I have a nice, pretty seam. Look like I stitched it right on there. Actually, you're never going to see it. Perfect. Perfect. You're never going to see it. Okay, so we just have a little glue back there. It's all sealed. And now I don't have to worry about filling all that edge with greenery, right? And you know what? I was going to pin it, but we're just going to keep on moving. This is a 30-minute live today, which is a bit of a struggle for me these days. We're going to keep on keeping on. Again, I love the softness of all of these little pieces of lamb's ear. And I'm just going to be moving my ivy around in and out of spaces. It has some of these beautiful little roses, so I'm going to use those as well. They match the zinnia and the magnolia perfectly. So again, we're not going to have, it's not going to be a perfect around. It's going to be a taller up here, and it's going to cascade down the front. Hi, Linda. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Lois. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you all wouldn't mind sprinkling, I would greatly appreciate it. Get those numbers up and all that goodness. That would be fantastic. Anybody else out there, vintage camera collectors? Ugh, I just think they're so cool. They're just fascinating to me. I wonder how they like created them, and you know, I think about when they were taking pictures many moons ago, like who came up with that? It's just fascinating to me. I'm also, I love to collect antique scales. I've got a bunch over there. Antique, the onion glass with the metal, the lights. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those over there. Gumball machines. You know, hobbies need hobbies. And when we're collectors, you just find these little things to collect. I love it all. All right. Just want to make sure I'm not seeing any of the not gaps and cracks. Any of my styrofoam. We don't want to see any of the mechanics or any of the guts up in there. And I don't want to cover up any of my beautiful camera parts. So I'm trying to be cognizant of my lenses, because that's the really cool part to me. Okay. I'm going to pull out another one. I get a lot of great coverage with this lamb's ear. I got these lamb's ear from Deco Exchange. If you want the number, it's item number 35266. Don't know if they have any more. I think I bought a dozen of them. Because, you know, I like that kind of stuff. Lamb's ear and vintage, to me, seem to go together. How about you? Hey, brushes and boards. Hey there, Angie. How are you? I think our granddaughter had a camera like that. Oh, so cool, Carol Ann. And I got your message, by the way. It's going to ship on Monday, and I will get you that total as soon as I can. We've been cooking like crazy. I haven't been able to take my union break to do your shipping. All right, so we're getting rid of that. We're going to go back in here and start putting in some beautiful florals. They're so pretty and whimsical and delicate. And like I said, I love to keep them simple and plain. But if I had a bride who had, you know, was doing some beautiful colors, I, for one thing, I probably still would keep it simple. But, for example, if I knew that they were having some kind of burgundy or beautiful something, bridesmaids dresses, I would go in and add myself a little butterfly in the color to represent, you know, the colors of the day. Or maybe it's their grandmother and she loved bees, or she loved a cardinal or a bird, a parakeet, and I would find that little something to put up in there to make it coordinate with their colors and their day and the remembrance of that person that they want to bring to that special occasion. Okay. We got glue strings upon glue strings. I hope you're enjoying Vintage and Thrifted today. It's been so fun for me too, because there's a lot of people that I didn't know, and I'm so glad. I want to say thank you to Tracy for picking my name for this today. I appreciate that. I'm going to go up a little higher with that one. And then go a little bit flatter. Let me turn it so you guys can see what I'm working on. And as you can see, you're not going to see any of that stuff. You're just going to see that little teeny vintage lace under there. And a couple more florals. I've got to watch my time because I don't want to be stepping on anybody else. Hope you've been checking out the schedule, enjoying the day. Remember, you can always go directly to Vintage and Thrifted, where everybody will be posted there. Okay, that's what I've been doing. I go there and then I can watch every single person. Hi, Julie. Oh, no worries, Carol. I'll get it to you Monday. I have to go to the post office Monday anyway. Okay. I was hoping to get it out today, but that did not quite work out. So we're going to go in. I think this is 3 or 4. I can't remember. And I'm going to fill in any blank spaces. I love the simplicity of it, but I love the drama of that one magnolia and that little butterfly. Does anybody have any questions for me? I love to be I'm an open book. Hey, Deborah French. We're going to get a little bit more height up in here. A little bit of flower. Let's see if I can get this guy to behave and come over this way a little bit. Okay, we're going to support that piece of ivy with some more of this lamb's ear. And support my little flower there as well. This is a little bit too long. Helps me anchor this so I can get a little bit of height. But I want to make sure that my petals from this ivy are facing the right way. I don't want to see the undercarriage. I really want to see the front. That's a little bit better. Love that little twig right there. Hey, Jean. What we made today was our caramel covered pretzels that are they're caramel covered and chocolate covered. So you get caramel, you get pretzel, that sweet, salty pretzel, caramel, chocolate, some sprinkles, and then what else did we make? We made harvest mix. I'm going to be putting together some little sweet Easter baskets. We made a vanilla peanut butter fudge, a chocolate fudge. I made sugared pecans today. I don't know, tons of stuff. Toffee, Maria's toffee is phenomenal. So good. All right, so in the front here, I do have some ugly styrofoam sticking out. So we're going to cover that up. Okay, and we're going to get some little flowers up in there. And then get this one out as well because we've got some coverage to do. And I want to support that magnolia a little bit more. These are nice and strong. So up underneath, I'm going to get up under that undercarriage of this magnolia right here. Go right up under there. And so that, there we go. I'm not covering up my beautiful dials and things, but I get a little bit more support for that so that I can see her beautiful bloom and not have her hanging down. Yes, we're making this all day today. It'll be all day today. I do love toffee. It's so good. I'll send you some in your bag. And we have, like I said, 15,000 people to prepare for. We're a little bit nervous about that. We have never done a show of this size or nature. But, you know, Maria's like, we need to book some stuff. So I booked it. And, you know, now we're a little bit panicked. We've made 300 batches, not 300 batches, 300 servings of fudge. You know, it's a lot. My sister and I both work full time, and you know, it's a lot of bagging and stickering and doing all that stuff. Ooh, my little butterfly fell down. I am going to put this in just to give you an idea that you could so modify this absolutely, positively to the bride or to the funeral or to the, you know, whatever it is that you desire. I love this idea just for the living room. And let's say your grandmother loved monarch butterflies. Put a monarch butterfly in there, it would be stunning. Let's see, it is 54. I got 6 minutes. Don't worry, I can come up with something. I want to actually add, got good height. It could be a little bit taller, and I say that because it's a little bit askew, but I've got some, I think these are called campanillas. Let me see. No, these are called, campanula, not campanella. So this, again, that same beautiful color is going to give me some drama at the top. So let's cut this. And we're going to give it a nice bend. I think what I'm going to do is cut it here. We'll start there anyway. And get ready for the drama for your mama. I'm tired. I've been up early. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Appreciate that. It's pinned in the link below. What is... Oh, Sister Sweet and Salty. Now, I will tell you, if you're going to that link, it's a little bit bare at the moment because we are preparing for this gigantic event. But all you have to do is message us. And if you send us a message and say, I would like this, that, or the other thing, we will custom make it for you because we love our stuff to be as fresh as possible. Oh, we also make Italian cookies. And for this event, we're only going to be doing, I believe, almond and lemon. Lemon are like, people go crazy for the lemon. In the late summer, we do an orange creamsicle. So good. So good. And we experiment with different flavors. This has to go a little bit bent like that. There we go. Little drama. All right. If I wanted, you could actually put some down the end. I might pull a little bit out. In fact, I'm going to pull this little sleeve right here out. I don't want it to be too heavy, if that makes any sense, because I do want it to be airy. Have that super airy and delicate feel. And for continuity, I'm going to bring this piece down the bottom and get a little bit down there as well. That makes me a little bit happier right there. Where did you find this stem? This stem also came from Deco Exchange. It is called a campanula, C-A-M-P-A-N-U-L-A, and it is it's a 31-inch campanula, PS 1075, and it does say white, but it's definitely cream, okay? PS 1075 WHT. Okay, and they do have yellow. In fact, I have yellow over there. They're beautiful, beautiful colors. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a bow. Something small, nothing crazy. We've got 3 minutes. We might as well use it up. Again, I'm here in the living room. It's called Live in the Living Room with JoJo and Nana. And frequently I have guests. I'm loving the drama. What do you guys think about the campanulas added in there for that height? What do you think? Little drama. Looks nice. Thanks, Alicia. And I am going to put a little bow right over on this side. Whoops. Let me fix my magnolia. Come on, girl. Get it together. All right. I only have a little piece of this left, which is great because typically I like to make really big bows and I have fat fingers, so it's hard to make small bows, you know? So I'm just going to do a 3-looper with 2 little tails. And let me get a small zip tie. We've got 3 loops, 2 tails. I'm going to give her a zippity doo-dah right here. Okay. I am going to put this tail over here this tail here. We're going to dovetail those ends. We've got 1 minute. We're going to cut this off. And I am going to take a U-pin, dip the tips into the glue, go around that center post, and U-pin right into the side of this where there is a little bit of, just a little bit. I'm going to move that out of the way. And here we go. We're all done, guys. 30 minutes, big bang boom. Ta-da! That really pretty ribbon. And some tails. All I did was 3 loops, 2 little tails. Put one down there. What do we think? Okay. Lovely, little vintagey, nice and soft, super pretty for any occasion. And like I said, this little piece can come out. You could put a bee, you could put a bird, anything that your heart desires. Put this up, put it down, whatever you like. And that's it, you guys. That's all I have for you. It is 5:00. And again, you can go over to Vintage, all things vintage and thrifted, and you can follow all of the designers today. Thank you so much for Tracy for having me. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you all for the hearts. I appreciate it all so very much. Be kind to one another. I'll be here tomorrow night right here in the living room at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye guys, and have a great day.